Hey guys, Mike McElwain with another episode of Workout 101 on workouttrainer.com right here at the gym, the personal home fitness studio of Dr. Jim Sapani and myself. So I'm at the tail end of my workout. It's been a long one. We did chest, legs, chest, legs, and abs. So at the tail end, last set of the superset of my leg exercises. So I want to explain to you guys what I'm doing and why I'm doing it this way. So check it out. So I just finished a superset of lying leg curl with one leg to a standing barbell front lunge. So let's talk about it. So why did I do a leg curl and why did I just use one leg? Well, remember, when you are doing two legs or two arms at the same time, a bilateral movement, which means both limbs or both muscle groups, if they're symmetrical muscle groups, you're working together. So benching with a barbell, squatting with a barbell with both legs planted, doing in this case leg curl. Normal way, obviously most people are used to, if you're going to do leg curl, you'll do them with both legs, right? Well, the thing about it, because this is a fixed surface, is if you're dominant on one side or the other, you can actually be pushing, pulling, curling, whatever, with that dominant limb. So it's really good to help with strength imbalances, to where one side might be weaker than the other, one side might be more developed than the other, to actually do unilateral movements. So when you're doing with the leg curl, that's the reason why. It's very important to try and actually mix that into your workouts. Now when you're doing it, one of the things that people do when they do leg curl, whether they're doing bilateral or unilateral, is they don't understand the position of the hips. What I mean by that is most people when they lay down, as they're curling up, they create space in here. So as they curl, their butt rises and there's space in here. And what that does is it transfers some of the load to the erector spinae back here, the lower lumbar region, the back, and it's taking the load off of the actual hamstrings, which are doing the majority of the work through this single joint exercise. This is a single joint exercise, okay? So single joint exercise means you're predominantly using one specific muscle group. In this case, you're using the hammies. So to do that, what you want to do is you want to force your hips down. You want to squeeze your butt here, where literally if you watch, my legs almost straighten out and the load is placed. You want to maintain that position where there's no space in between your hip. And then as you lift up, you want to maintain your hip down and just curl the weight up. And what you'll notice is you can actually feel more load transferred to your hamstrings. Now, you might even have to lower the weight, which is okay, but you're controlling the movement, you're controlling the weight, which is going to put more emphasis onto the hammies. Then what you're doing is you're immediately switching in your supersetting, now a multi-joint movement, okay? And you're doing that with the front lunge. Now, the hamstrings are involved in the eccentric phase of the motion because as you go down and as you step in this descent, the hamstrings are involved by shortening and controlling that descent, but they're not the primary muscle group involved. So you're using glutes, you're using quads, and in this movement pattern, because of the way that you're actually stepping and pressing, and there's more of a leg extension as you press back up, quads are actually more involved. But it's one of those pre-exhaust technique type of a movements that you can actually do and mix and match some exercises. You're taking a single joint exercise, focusing directly onto the legs, in this case the hammies, switching it up, where now you're doing a front barbell lunge to where those feet are on railroad tracks. A lot of people as they step, their feet are close and they'll step directly in line, which one can shift your balance, you can fall, and the other thing is that leg actually crosses in front of your body. It's not staying consistent with the way that the hips are lined up because the hips are actually a little bit wide. So as you step, you don't want your knee crossing here because you can actually put different loads onto the knee, and that's what you don't want to do. So you want to imagine railroad tracks directly in front of each foot, and you're stepping in line onto that railroad track as you descend. So you're going to make sure that your knees stay straight and the loads are transferred to the muscles that you intend on hitting. So railroad tracks, and as you step down, step out to where you get enough distance, heel to toe, keep the heel planted as you descend down. As you descend down, you're lowering, and as you press back up, you're pushing yourself back up to the standing position and alternating the movement. But because this movement pattern as you step down here, heel to toe, a lot of people, their knee tracks over their toe and they lean forward. Don't do that. That causes a shearing force into the knee. You don't want to do that. You want to bend in the hip and in the knee. It's a multi-joint movement. So as you step here, just descend vertical. You're still going horizontal to actually stop yourself and to carry that momentum forward, but you're stopping that load. That places an emphasis onto the quads. And as you descend down here, now glutes. And as you come back up, yes, glutes are still activated, but now so are your quads. Your hammies are now lengthening. And as you push back up, you're pushing off of that quad. So the primary muscle groups that are involved are the actual quads in a front lunge, because you're stepping back, stopping your momentum, pushing yourself back up. So it's really indicative to where those quads are working, but your glutes, your hammies are working too. So in unison together between a leg curl and this, it does involve a little bit of the pre-exhaust technique, because you are still using, your hammies are involved, but they're not the primary muscle group involved. So when they're dominantly used in a single joint exercise like that, coming over here, you're prolonging the time under tension, which you can get gains and greater strength increases, as well as just target that muscle a little bit more and push it beyond its normal capacity for load. So if you guys want this workout program that I'm currently doing right now, make sure to check out workouttrainer.com. Below this video, the program should be listed. And remember, guys, if you're not following a program by jimstoppani.com, you should get all your programs from there. You got 6, 4, 8, 12-week programs that are written by the man himself, Dr. Jim Stoppani. If you guys have any questions about this or anything else, please ask me on the Workout Trainer Facebook page, below the comment section on this video, wherever you see this video. I usually check all the social media networks and try and answer all your guys' questions. Until next time, guys, it's Mike McElwain with another episode of Workout 101 on workouttrainer.com. Take care.